victims of Polish nationalism, local authorities instill hatred towards neighboring peoples, deprive refugees of the right to self-identity and the ability to speak their native language, widespread xenophobia and weekly news of victims. But what are the children guilty of? Let's examine all the political elements and put them in place. This is the Mendeleva table. Let's figure it out together. Polish hospitality has long revealed its sadistic nature. Atrocities at the border, shooting at migrants, the dead and injured bear marks from rubber bullets and dog bites. Inhumane abuse of migrants seeking a better future in Western countries has long been legalized there. But violence has permeated not only the country's borders. The long shadow of serfdom, a loud scandal with human trafficking recently spread through local media. In Radom, people from Colombia were attempted to be turned into slaves. A Polish citizen and 2 Ukrainians forced 5 migrants to work at a meat processing plant under special conditions.
They were forced to perform their duties regardless of their health condition. They were deprived of passports and money, not allowed to leave their residence freely.
Colombian citizens sought peace away from drug cartels, but life in Poland turned out to be much more dangerous for them. Nationalism, fueled by the authorities, is only growing stronger. Belarusian children are also under threat. Obtaining education in a foreign country comes at a high cost.
Recently, numerous cases of bullying of Belarusian children in Polish schools and kindergartens, beatings and attacks on Belarusians based on nationality, arbitrary detentions, and threats from special services against our citizens for fabricated reasons have been gaining more attention.
Parents who fled Belarus deprived them of their homeland and Poland of a safe childhood. Moreover, to face oppression and violence, it's not necessary to walk the night streets of the European garden. Crimes are committed in broad daylight. On social media, parents of bullying victims share their tragic stories.
Yesterday, my son went cycling with a friend. A few Polish classmates approached. I don't know what happened, but they just knocked my child off the bike. Here are the consequences. Poznań, daughter, 12 years old. Every day she cries her heart out in her room. My wife and I started investigating. They don't let her in. Poles just in the class. Like Belarusians should study in Belarus. Or sit here near the class in the corridor. My son was beaten in a technical school in Katowice. A Polish classmate who bullied him for a year. Bone broken under the left eye. Naturally, bruises, swelling. Eye won't open.
On November 25th in Białystok, a 16-year-old teenager from Belarus was beaten unconscious. Among the attackers were 2 minors and presumably a 22-year-old man. The boy's father filed a police report, but it's useless. More and more such news comes from Poland. At the end of September, a 16-year-old schoolgirl named Julia committed suicide in a Polish city.
We also remember the high-profile murder of a 25-year-old Belarusian citizen in Warsaw this spring. And we know of other incidents that didn't make it to the media. We urge the Polish authorities to take comprehensive measures to ensure the fundamental rights and freedoms of citizens on their territory in accordance with international obligations and national legislation.
She was 25. The girl was raped and murdered in the city center. Bystanders remained indifferent. Poles' attitude towards Ukrainian refugees is even worse. Their apartment door was vandalized, Katten was brought up, and they were told to go back home. This is a case of a Ukrainian taxi driver encountering Poles. For Belarusians, Poland is a serious cause for concern. Victims of violence speak Russian, and Poles don't particularly distinguish. Whether it's a Ukrainian or a Belarusian, such incidents have already been recorded. For Poles, all newcomers are second-class people.